Hey YouTube people, today I'm bringing the first video of my channel in Spanish. And if you want, comment below so I can bring the story you like the most from my YouTube channel, which will be in the description. So yeah, that's it. Chapter 1, The Unexpected Encounter. Paper school always smelled like old paper and fear. The white-walled hallways creaked as if the building itself were alive, and students walked with their heads down, knowing that a single zero on a test could mean death. Abbie knew it better than anyone. With his messy black hair and the apple stem trembling on top of his head, he walked down the main corridor clutching a notebook full of red crossouts to his chest. Again, he muttered, biting his lip. Miss Circle had handed back his math test with a giant F written in blood. Literally in blood. The teacher had smiled with those sharp teeth while spinning her compass like a deadly toy. If I don't pass the next evaluation, I'm dead. Relax, Abbie. We can study together after class. Claire's coming too. And Lana. Engel winked. At that moment, the group of bullies walked by laughing. Oliver, Zip, and Edward. Oliver, with his spiky blonde hair and cruel smile, shoved Abbie and made him stumble. Oliver, look at the apple nerd. Failed again, loser? Miss Circle's gonna turn you into applesauce. Zip burst out laughing and Edward adjusted his broken glasses. Oliver, hey, if you want, we can help you disappear before they kill you. For free. Abbie lowered his head, trembling. He didn't answer. He just wanted to get to the abandoned library on the 3rd floor, where no one bothered him. There was an old, dusty computer there that no one had used in years. He sat in front of the black screen and sighed. Abbie, I wish someone could really help me. The screen flickered. Once. Twice. Then, a bright cyan eye appeared in the center, as if it were looking right at him. Abbie jumped back, knocking over the chair. Abbie, what? The voice came out distorted, but strangely sweet, like a digital echo. Hello, little one. I saw you fail. I can help you, if you want. The boy blinked. The eye turned into a full face, half hidden in shadow, brown hair with vibrant colored streaks, black sweater. It was agheta. Though Abbie didn't know it yet. Abbie, are you a virus? Or a stress hallucination? I'm agheta. I live inside the machines. And you're interesting. So nervous, so cute when you tremble. Let me into your world and I'll help you with everything. Math, history, chemistry, everything. Just, let me see you up close. Abbie, desperate not to die, agreed. He opened an old program and, suddenly, the screen filled with lights. Agheta started appearing in the margins of his notebooks like doodles coming to life, drawings of himself holding a digital pencil, correcting mistakes with colored arrows. Over the following weeks, agheta became his secret. Every night, in the library, Abbie talked to the screen. Agheta explained equations with infinite patience, told him bad jokes about viruses and antiviruses, and always ended by saying, Agheta, you're perfect, Abbie. No one else understands how cute you are when you focus. Abbie started smiling more. Even Lana noticed he was more cheerful. Lana, hey, Abbie, what's up with you? You seem happy, Lana said one day at recess. Abbie scratched the back of his neck. Abbie, I found a special tutor. Claire and Engel exchanged glances. Miss Grace, the principal, walked by with her usual serious expression, but didn't say anything. Everything seemed normal. But agheta wasn't happy with just being a tutor. From inside the machine, agheta watched everything. Every time Abbie talked to Engel, agheta felt a digital pinch in her chest. Every time Lana got too close, the noose around her virtual neck tightened on its own. Agheta, he's mine, agheta whispered in front of the screen's mirror. No one else can have him. No one. One afternoon, Oliver and his gang cornered Abbie in the 2nd floor bathroom. Zip shoved him against the wall. Zip, give us your lunch, little apple, or we'll tell Miss Circle you cheated. Abbie shrank against the cold tiles, the apple stem on his head trembling like a leaf in a storm. The lunch, a perfectly normal sandwich, hung from his backpack like a ridiculous trophy. Abbie, please. I don't have much, just this. Oliver leaned in, his smile showing teeth too perfect for someone so cruel. Oliver, oh, how sweet. Just a sandwich for the little apple? Perfect. Hand it over and maybe we won't tell Miss Circle you've been studying in the abandoned library. We all know there's no one there to help you, or is there? Abbie went pale. How did they know that? No one ever followed him. No one, except agheta. Zip moved closer, his torn paper wings fluttering with excitement. Zip, come on, don't be selfish. Edward, always the quietest, smiled coldly as he pulled a small device from his pocket, a rocket-shaped USB drive. He waved it like a threat. Abbie felt the world closing in. Fear tightened his chest. Then, suddenly, the bathroom lights flickered. Once. Twice. The hum of the fluorescents became a low roar, like living static. The screens of the mirrors, those old mirrors with metal frames that no one ever cleaned, started filling with cyan interference. An eye appeared in each one. The same bright eye. Agheta. The voice came from everywhere at once, from the broken ceiling speakers, from the dripping faucet, even from the old phone hanging on the wall. Agheta, don't touch my little apple. Oliver, what the hell? Who said that? Edward looked at his USB. The light blinked red, then green, then nothing. The device got so hot he dropped it with a yell. The metal melted slightly on the floor. Agheta, I told you he was mine. Didn't you hear? Abbie stood frozen, staring at the mirrors. In each one, Agheta appeared clearer, messy brown hair with rainbow streaks, cyan eyes glowing with protective fury, the noose slowly swinging around her pixelated neck. Agheta, Abbie, are you okay? Abbie nodded, trembling. Abbie, why yeah, thanks. The bullies pounded desperately on the door. Oliver, open the damn door. This isn't funny. Zip, there's something in the mirrors. Look. Edward tried to force the lock with a ruler, but the ruler bent like it was made of rubber. Agheta laughed. A sweet, broken laugh, like a corrupted audio file. Agheta, you're not leaving until I say so. And you're going to learn not to touch what's mine. Suddenly, the mirrors started cracking from the inside. Not from hits, but with perfect lines, like code breaking. From the cracks came cyan smoke, and from that smoke emerged digital hands, long, translucent fingers with nails sharp as cursors. One hand grabbed Oliver by the collar and lifted him off the ground. Another took Zip by a wing and ripped it off with the sound of tearing paper. Edward screamed when a third hand snatched his glasses and crushed them between invisible fingers. Agheta, say, sorry, Abbie. Say it loud. Oliver, choking, could barely stammer, Oliver, sorry. Abbie, Zip sobbed, Zip, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Edward, sorry, please. The hands let them go. The bullies fell to the floor like puppets with cut strings. The door burst open. They ran out, tripping over each other, without looking back. Silence returned. All you could hear was the dripping faucet and Abbie's ragged breathing. Agheta, no one will ever hurt you again. I promise. Abbie left the second-floor bathroom with his legs shaking like wet paper. The apple stem on his head quivered with every step, and his backpack hung loose off one shoulder, the sandwich still untouched inside. Behind him, the mirrors were just dirty, scratched mirrors again, but the echo of that distorted laugh, sweet and broken like a corrupted file, still rang in his ears. Agheta, go to the library, my little apple. No one's going to follow you. I'll take care of it. The voice came this time only in his mind, like a digital whisper straight to his brain. Abbie didn't answer. He just nodded and sped up down the creaking hallway. The white walls of paper school seemed narrower than ever, as if the building were holding its breath. The students who passed by lowered their gaze when they saw him. Everyone knew Abbie was Miss Circle's easy target, the kid who always had a 0 written in blood. But today something had changed. No one dared to look at him twice. He reached the abandoned library on the 3rd floor gasping. Dust floated in the rays of light filtering through the broken windows. The old, dusty computer was still there, black screen like a bottomless pit. Abbie dropped into the squeaky chair and opened the program with trembling fingers. The screen flickered once, twice. The cyan eye appeared, bright and fixed. Agheta, hello, my perfect little apple. Are you okay? Abbie swallowed. His voice came out hoarse. Abbie, why yeah, thanks. Those idiots. Oliver, Zip, Edward. I've never seen them so scared. How did you do that? Are you real? Agheta smiled with that sweetness that always made Abbie forget his fear for a second. Agheta, as real as the fear you feel when Miss Circle spins her compass. I live in the machines, in the wires, in every pixel of this rotten school. And you're the only thing that makes me feel something more than code. No one touches what's mine. No one. Abbie blushed to his ears. No one had ever said something like that to him. Abbie, I don't know if this is okay. You helped me with the history test, but today, it was Agheta tilted her virtual head, her cyan eye blinking like a warning light. Agheta, it was necessary. They would have taken your lunch and then told Miss Circle you cheated. Do you know what she would have done to you? She would have stabbed the compass into your head and written a new 0 on your forehead with your own blood. I just protected you. Isn't that what you wanted when you asked me for help? Abbie looked at the notebook full of red crossouts he was still clutching to his chest. He remembered the F written in real blood. He remembered how Miss Circle had smiled with those sharp teeth, spinning the compass like a deadly toy. Abbie, yeah, but now I'm scared they'll come back. Or worse, that they'll tell someone. Agheta laughed softly, a sound like sweet static. Agheta, they're not gonna bother you anymore. But if they open their damn mouths, I'll erase this school so no one ever bothers you again, little apple. Abbie swallowed. Abbie wasn't trembling from fear anymore. He was trembling from something worse, knowing he couldn't escape anymore. _end of chapter_.